Hello sweet friends and welcome to Carol's Craft Cottage. Today's video is featuring the Tumbler mini album die from Scrapdiva Design. I'm going to share a project and we will have a tutorial for a detailed mini album at the end of the share. So I'm going to leave affiliate links in the description box below, and it'll make it easy for you to shop. You can also use Carol 10 at checkout. Thank you so much for using my affiliate links. It helps me and my channel, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So let me go ahead and share the dies that I used for this project. I have the Tumbler mini album die. I have the Tumbler Stamp Set, and I used every single one of the stamps in this set except for Mom's sippy cup. I didn't have enough pages for that. So I have Talk Crafty to Me. This might be wine. Hold on, let me overthink this. I run on caffeine and design paper, and girls just want to have fun. The next die is the Stitched Heart Scallop Bow set. This is an oldie but goodie. Also, the Rose Petal Flower is an oldie but goodie. And then I used the pocket piece from the Loaded Pocket Small album die. So before we start on the project share and the tutorial, let me just say, if you are new or this is your first time here, my videos feature lots of paper crafting ideas and tutorials. If this is something you enjoy, won't you consider subscribing? I'd love to have you back. And for my returning friends and subscribers, welcome back. You mean the world to me, and I appreciate your support and comments. So let me pull what I had shared in the February 1st die release video that I had, and it was this project right here using the Tumbler mini album. And what I did was made a sort of embellishment keeper, and you can see here I have the fringed heart in this little pocket, and this is the pocket that comes from the Loaded Pocket Small, it's called. And then I have a fringed butterfly. This is a small one in a pocket. And then I have a couple heart cutout bows in there. And then I have some sequins in here. So we are going to be making this, but it's going to be more detailed like a mini album. And if you look, you can see you can stand this up. It's really, really cute. So let me go ahead and share with you how to create this. So you have a tumbler die. You're going to cut 6 of them. And I have my 6 cut right here. This is cut on regular Georgia Pacific cardstock, not 110 pound. You don't need that because you are covering the back and front of both sides. So it makes it pretty sturdy. Okay, then you get a die that has this little corner top up here. So I use this for my base paper. So as you can see here, I chose a sage green. So I cut 12 on sage green. And then you get this die right here, which is a stitched edge. And I used it for designer paper. And you can see I cut it here. Now, let me give you a hint. I'm going to pull something that you can see very easily in front here. So if you have a directional designer paper, what you want to do is to cut one regular with your cup like that. And then you have to think about when you turn this up, when you're flipping the pages, that you'll need to cut one backwards so that you have a nice flow in your mini album. So that's just a little hint. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create our little insert here, our little spine. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut a piece of regular Georgia Pacific cardstock at 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. And on the long side, you're going to put that up on top of your score machine or whatever board you have, and you're going to score it every 1/4 inch. And then you're going to put it together by folding it like this. So you're going to leave the first one flat, fold a mountain here, leave the next one flat, fold a mountain, leave the next one flat, fold a mountain, leave the next one flat, and fold a mountain. And you'll see, like, you'll have this look right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your score tape or your glue, and you're going to go in there like this with your glue, and you're going to glue it together just like that, so that when you're done, you're going to have a piece that looks just like this. And then you're going to take another piece of cardstock, and you're going to cut it 2 3/4 by 3 1/2, and you're going to score it at 1 inch and 2 1/2 inches. And that is going to be the top, and we're going to insert this in here after we get the pages. So let's begin that. So we're going to start inserting the pages. So we're going to do 4. So we're going to save 2 for the front and the back. And we're going to put some glue on this little tab right here. And you just put that up to the top. Don't worry if that little tab is a little bit bigger than your cup. The next step will cover that. So take your bone folder and get a good press on that, so that you have what looks like that. We'll go to the next one. I have a secret to tell you. This is my 3rd time trying to do this tutorial. I don't know what happened, but I had to cut out stuff. I've been trying to do it all afternoon. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, we're going to put this one in next. Fun times. I think I got carried away because I was watching a movie. I was watching fried green tomatoes, and I love that movie. And I guess my mind was on that and not concentrating. So we're going to do the 3rd one. And I finished watching the movie, by the way, because I had to cut so many times that I finished the movie. So 3rd time's the charm. All right, so we're going to put this one in. Center it in the middle. Bone folder. And one more. Okay, make sure you get your tumblers all going the same way. That would be helpful. This one doesn't want to stick. I might have to go back and put a little bit more on that. Just wants to flop up. So don't worry, it's about only that little bit, because we're going to cover the front and the back of these tumblers. So that's going to secure it in there. Okay, so you will have, let me straighten mine out, something that looks like that. All right, now we're going to put this in the center of our binding part, the top binding. So you're going to want to put glue all over this, or you can use sticky tape. That's fine too. If that works better for you, please use it. This is just what I use. All right, and I'm going to center that in the middle here. All right, I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to go in between the pages and get a good stick. And at this time, you want to look and see if you have anything hanging over, and I do, so I may want to trim that off a little bit. All right. I got a little bit here. I'm going to trim it. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the front cover on. And I'm going to put this flat, and I'm going to line it right up with the line there. And fold it over. And then I'm going to go to the back, and I'm going to put the back cover on. And make sure, yeah, that's good. So then we're going to turn it to the front. Okay, so you have cut 12 of your backing, and mine is sage green, as you can see here, and you cut 12 of whatever designer paper you want. You're going to go ahead and plan your stamps at this time, and some other types of embellishments that are easy. You don't want to put too much on it while you're inserting it into your mini album. So glue your designer paper to your backings and then stamp. Now, this is my cover, and my cover, of course, has the backing green sage paper. My designer paper, this is a bow that I made. This is a cottage girl. These are from the journal that I made last summer. And then Crafty Girl comes with your Tumbler mini album, so you can go ahead and cut that out. And what I did is I cut 2 out in 110-pound cardstock and 1 out in gold, and I layered it, and I layered it on top of pink paper because you get the background. Then I did this circle stitch and then this scallop stitch. Now, these dies right here, this and this, are no longer available. That's something I've had for several years. A lot of people ask me where to get that die, and it's not available. And also, these are the rose petal flowers, and then this leaf set is from my stash. So I'm going to set this aside and put this on last, just because it's so full of embellishments and I don't want to have to fool with it. So we're going to flip this over because we'll put that on later. And so I have mine lined up, ready to go, how I'm going to fit this in this mini album. So this one is going to go on the first page. It says, "Girls just want to have fun." That's what I'm starting with. And of course you have to put glue all over because we're sticking this on the tumbler with the handle. So this album will be nice and sturdy. So I want my little notches right there over the paper and centered. So then we're going to put the next one. We'll do this. Well, I'm a little crooked, I see. Got it down a little crooked. Let's see. Got it this time. And it's going to stick over a little bit right here, but that's okay because when we put the next one on, it's going to cover it. And the tumbler will be sandwiched in between. So that's the first page. Remember, it's going to stick over a little bit. Now I'm going to put this one on. And I did mine so that my designer paper matches on these two pages, so that my mini album is coordinated. It gives it a nice flow. And then we're going to put it right to the top. And those two little edges are going to hang off a little bit. And we'll bring it down onto this paper. All right. Pull it up here. Make sure I'm straight. There we go. And look on the back to make sure you're straight. I can see I'm a little bit off a little bit. All right, and I'm going to do that. All right, then we're going to the next page. Okay, then I have this set. This one says, talk crafty to me. That's going on the bottom. And then this one's going to the top. And see how the paper is with the roses going straight up on both of these. That's what you want. Okay, and we're going to put it all the way down to the bottom. And then bring it up. Make sure you flip it over, make sure, yep, everything is covered. And we'll smash it. And then we're going to this page. Now, after we get all these pages inserted, we're going to do the embellishing. So I have some detailed embellishing to share with you today. And for those of you who are following along with me, I have not forgotten about the postage stamp mini album. The week that I was going to do that, which was last week, I had my granddaughter for a few days, so I did not get to that, but I still have that in the works. Okay, so I'm going to put this down right to the crease and center it, and then put it on top of this tumbler. All right. Then we're going on to the next page. Now this one I have already put, okay, this one's going to go, whoops, this one's going to go down here, and this one's going to go here. So we'll go over these embellishments when we get this all together. I'm hoping this one will go down smoothly. You can see that it had glue on it previously, and I pulled it out. I realized once I had glued this in that I had my album wrong. All right, so we're going to go right down to the crease and place that on top. And then I'm going to go over the top. This one says, "This might be wine." Getting clogged up here. Let me see if I can find my pins. So this mini album has 4 pages inside and a cover and a backing. Okay, we're going to go right down to the bottom where the crease is. Lay that on there and pull this up. Make sure it's centered. Yep. Okay. The next page, I have chosen this one. This one says, "I run on caffeine and design paper." That one's going here. Okay, we're going to go with that one. Okay, we're going to go right down to the bottom crease and line this up. See, I push it over a little bit. Yep, there we go. A little bit on this side. Okay. All right, then I'm going to put this one on. Go ahead and see if I can unclog this. And we're going to lay that right down to the crease again. Flip it over, check it. Okay, and we're on the last 2 pages. So this one I have, "Hold on, let me overthink this." That's going to go here. And then I have one that goes here. This is almost a full ink bottle, and I don't know why it's giving me trouble right now. All right. This one is going to go here, and I'm going to put it all the way down to the bottom. Okay. And we're going to smash that here. And go that way. All right, and this is the last one before we put on the backing, because I am going to put the backing on. Well, my bottle's giving me problems tonight. Here we go. It's probably because I'm getting anxious because this is running so long. Wowee. Okay. Going to hang this up on the bottom of this page. And smash it down. Okay, now we're going to put the back on. So you can see this is my back and it matches my front. I'm going to stick this on. All right, and I'm going to put this flat, and I'm going to put it up to the top of that fold. Okay, now we're going to save the cover so that it doesn't get in our way of embellishing. So I have the first page of Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and I have a couple things to put on here. So what I did for this, and let me get the measurements. This is super simple. This is an insert. This is 2 1/4 inches wide by 6 1/2 inches long, and you just fold it in half or score it in the center and just fold it. And this is ready to go in here like this, right on here. So I'm going to see, I just, I wrote what each one was. So I wouldn't take so long because this is a long process. Okay. And I'm going to put it right up here. And this is the pocket from the small loaded pocket die that was released this month. And we are going to put it right here. And this will be ready to put tags. I did not make any tags for this. I know you guys know how to make tags. You could also put little embellishments in here if you are giving this to your crafty friends. So you can put whatever you want in it. You could put little candy. That would be fun. Some sequins and maybe some embellishments. So I'm going to put this up because her feet are hanging out. So I'm going to put it up a little bit. Just like that. So these are the Cottage Girls, and this is the small mini set that comes in it, the set. Okay, now we've got Talk Crafty to Me. We're going to embellish this one. Okay, so I have another little pocket, and she is going to go here. And this one is going to go here. And this one is just a little bit opposite from the other one. This one is cut 4 1/2 inches wide by 3 1/4 inches long. and it's scored down the center and folded. And all I'm going to do is glue this to this page. Put it down a little bit. Isn't that cute? It's coming out cute. And we're going to put this little pocket here. Oops. Here we go. You can use whatever dies you have in your stash to decorate your little pockets. Okay, so this is a little pocket that I made. I could see that I don't have enough glue down here, but all I did was cut some designer paper and just make a little pocket here. If I can find this die, I will leave it in the description box below. If you go back to my junk journal, I believe I have that link in there for this little envelope, and it just has a little tag in it, and I put a girl on it. So if this one is available, I'll check and find out. So I just made a little pocket. This is a bow die from my stash, and that just slips right in there. And this might be wine. And then I made a little pocket down here in this section, put a little bow from that same die collection as that I have, and I made another little tag. Now, the die that this larger envelope is, I have a smaller one than that and the large one, and this tag was from the small one. I thought it fit nice in there. So that's that page. And then we have, I run on caffeine and design paper, and I have a little, my little embellishments here. This has a little like journaling paper that goes inside. It's a little envelope. Now I thought I lost this die. I had several dies that were missing, and the other day when I was going through some things, I found the dies that I thought I lost. Now, these dies, this one here is not available anymore either. And I know because I thought I lost these and I was going to reorder them. They were from the In Love Arts store. Okay, and then we have this. And this was a die that I had that I just cut so that it would flip open like that. And we're going to put it on this page. All right, it fits right there. And then we have the last page. This one has stamped on it, hold on, let me overthink this. And what I have here is I made another one of these that flips up. And this is the 2 1/4 by 6 1/2 scored and folded in half. That's going to go here. And then I have this little envelope that has tags inside. This also is from the In Love Arts store that I could not find. I know I looked to reorder these and I did not see them available anymore. But just look through your stash and see what you have of tiny little embellishments like this. I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to put her right here. I thought I was going to get to the end of this without having to unplug it. That didn't happen. All right, we're going to put that right down there. And then we're going to go back to the front. And this is the time to put on our beautiful cover. So now I've given you 2 different ways to make your mini album. I gave you one like an embellishment holder and one like a mini album. So you can put it together the way you want to. But I wanted to do a detail since I need to do the detail for the postage stamp mini album. Okay. All right, the last thing you need to do is cover this, the top. So I did not cut my piece for that. So I have to measure it. I think we're going to find it's 3, no, it's 1 and, looks like 1.5 by 2 5/8. So I'm going to cut a piece. And I'm going to cut a piece of, whoops, sorry, I'm leaning over. This was the color. Let me see, this might do it. Use up my little pieces. So I'm going to go a little bit less than 1.5. Because I don't want it covering the score line. And I'm going to go 2.5. Now let's see. Yeah. And you could put actually a couple of these if you want to build up the stamina of the bottom of this. I can see I should have did it a little bit bigger. Let's see. I may put another piece on here. All right, I'm gonna flatten it like this. Okay, good. I am going to put another piece on there. So just be sure that you do what you feel is strong enough for you. I'm going to put another piece on mine. And that's no big deal. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this one more time. If you're following along with me, you have your cover. And then we'll flip it. Girls just want to have fun. We have a little pocket. This opens up. Then we have this page. This opens up. We have another little pocket. We have this pocket, which is a little bit different pocket with an envelope. Then we have this with a tag. Then we have this page with another little envelope and a journaling card. Then we have this that opens up. Then we have this that has a little envelope. And then we have this that opens like this. And then you're back. So that is my project for this evening. It's evening here. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. And remember to sprinkle kindness like confetti wherever you go. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye-bye.